Get ready for a transformative revelation about the 5 foods that harm your brain health and longevity the most. In this video, Dr. Daniel Amen, a renowned brain health expert, unveils the harmful effects of certain foods on the brain, starting from trans fats, which inflame and clog arteries, to sugar, known to trigger addiction and severe cognitive decline. We'll explore the impacts of excessive salt, the toxicity of alcohol, and the hidden dangers of ultra-processed foods, all supported by recent studies and alarming findings. Throughout this video, you'll gain a detailed understanding of how each of these culprits affects the brain, accelerating aging and contributing to neurodegenerative diseases. This is essential knowledge for anyone seeking a healthier life with a strong body and mind. So, stay tuned to discover how dietary changes can make a lasting difference to your mental and physical health, as well as overall well-being. Diet plays an essential role in human health. Studies indicate that over 70% of the population is overweight, with approximately 40% classified as obese, alarming statistics that drive the need for an urgent overhaul of eating habits. Additionally, recent research suggests that weight gain is directly linked to reduced brain volume, an effect that should motivate anyone to adopt a more balanced diet. Among the leading voices in this awareness movement is Dr. Daniel Amen, a renowned psychiatrist, best-selling author, and pioneer in brain health analysis. Since the 1970s, he has conducted extensive studies on over 250,000 brains, proving the direct connection between diet and the aging process, both of the brain and the body. For him, the key to improving mental health and slowing brain aging lies in combating inflammation through strategic nutrition. Through his research, Dr. Amen has identified 5 common but dangerous foods for brain health, whose consumption is linked to the worsening of neurological disorders, weight gain, and even an increased risk of cancer. Dr. Amen, co-founder of the Amen Clinics and author of over 30 books, leads a therapeutic approach centered on personalized brain care, including specific dietary recommendations for maintaining a healthy, long-lived brain. Raising awareness about the relationship between diet and mental health becomes even more pressing when we consider that around 15% of the global population suffers from some mental health condition, spanning more than 200 different diagnoses. Often, diet is overlooked as a key factor in mental health, but evidence shows that up to 50% of mental health issues can have roots in inflammation, a condition heavily influenced by diet. Recent studies reveal that inflammatory foods promote the development of brain diseases and even cancers, as they restrict blood flow to critical brain areas. The 5 foods to avoid and their effects on brain health. 1. Trans fats. Trans fats rank among the most harmful substances for both brain and body health. When consumed in excess, they significantly impact the brain, increasing the risk of neurodegenerative diseases and accelerating brain aging. People who regularly include trans fats in their diets are more likely to experience memory loss and face a heightened risk of conditions like Alzheimer's and heart disease. Research from the American Heart Association shows that high trans fat intake, commonly found in processed foods and fast food, drastically raises LDL cholesterol levels, or bad cholesterol, increasing the risk of heart attacks and certain cancers. Dr. Daniel Amen emphasizes that, while these fats may extend food shelf life, they compromise the longevity of those who consume them. The human brain is composed of approximately 60% fat, making it crucial that the quality of fats consumed be beneficial and anti-inflammatory. Trans fats, such as those found in hydrogenated vegetable oils, margarine, and fried products, disrupt the healthy balance of omega-6 and omega-3 fats in the body. This imbalance triggers chronic inflammation and can lead to insulin resistance, increased risk of metabolic syndrome, obesity, and type 2 diabetes. Moreover, studies indicate that trans fats can negatively impact memory. One study found that individuals consuming foods rich in trans fats recalled, on average, 11 fewer words in memory tests compared to those who avoided these foods. This memory deficit underscores the destructive impact these fats can have on cognitive function by interfering with neurons and vital brain processes. For these reasons, Dr. Amen recommends avoiding any product containing partially hydrogenated oil or margarine, as well as ultra-processed foods like potato chips, filled cookies, and fast snacks. Replacing these with sources of healthy fats, such as olive oil, avocado, and nuts, can help reverse inflammation, improve brain health, and contribute to a longer, healthier life. 2. Excess salt. Sodium. Excessive salt consumption, or sodium, is one of the biggest culprits in both brain and heart health. Although sodium is essential for various body functions, too much of it creates imbalances that can severely harm the brain and heart. A recent study showed that a sodium-rich diet is directly linked to increased blood pressure, which reduces blood flow to critical areas of the brain and accelerates brain aging. Dr. Daniel Amen warns that salty foods like processed snacks, crackers, cured meats, and some cheeses are concentrated sources of sodium. Excessive intake of these can lead to brain volume reduction, increased risk of dementia, and negative impacts on cognitive abilities. Studies show that people with high sodium diets tend to perform worse on memory and reasoning tests and are more susceptible to neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's. Sodium's impact goes beyond the brain. It also strains the cardiovascular system, raising the likelihood of hypertension and heart disease. The heart has to pump harder to manage high blood pressure, weakening blood vessels over time and increasing the risk of strokes. Dr. Amen recommends cutting back on refined salt and using natural alternatives, such as fresh herbs, garlic, and spices, to enhance flavor without compromising health. He also suggests closely checking food labels, as many processed foods hide high amounts of sodium, even those that don't taste salty, like bread, cakes, and some juices. Reducing sodium and opting for fresh, whole foods can improve blood circulation, protect cognitive function, and promote healthier brain aging. 3. Alcohol. Although alcohol is widely consumed across cultures, it's one of the biggest enemies to brain health and overall physical wellness. Frequent or excessive drinking causes significant damage to the brain, even in small quantities, directly impacting memory, concentration, and emotional control. Studies show that alcohol destroys brain cells and reduces white matter density, impairing neural connections vital for communication across different brain areas. Dr. Amen emphasizes that there is no safe amount of alcohol when the goal is to protect brain health and overall well-being. Alcohol is associated with an increased risk of neurological conditions such as dementia and Alzheimer's, as well as 7 different types of cancer, including prostate, breast, mouth, and colon. Even moderate drinking, like 1 drink a day, is linked to a 57% higher risk of developing dementia compared to those who don't consume alcohol. Beyond harming the brain, alcohol affects other vital systems. It damages the liver, potentially leading to diseases like cirrhosis, which accounts for a large percentage of liver disease-related deaths. Alcohol also weakens the immune system and harms gut health, increasing susceptibility to infections and chronic disorders like gastrointestinal and cardiovascular diseases. Recent studies indicate that excessive alcohol consumption is associated with over 140,000 deaths annually in the United States, reducing life expectancy by up to 26 years. Dr. Amen calls alcohol a brain poison and warns of its ability to reduce new brain cell formation by up to 58%, crucial for memory and learning. He also notes that alcohol disrupts blood flow to the brain, essential for mental clarity and emotional health. He recommends avoiding alcohol and replacing it with healthier alternatives like natural juices, sparkling water, and fruit-infused water, which support brain health and provide benefits to the body. Choosing a life without alcohol or with extremely moderate consumption offers numerous benefits, including greater mental clarity, a lower risk of degenerative diseases, and a longer, healthier life. 4. Sugar and artificial sweeteners. Sugar and artificial sweeteners are among the primary culprits of damage to both brain and physical health. While sugar is widely consumed in processed foods and drinks, excess amounts in the body are addictive and trigger intense inflammatory processes that directly impact the brain and nervous system. According to Dr. Daniel Amen, sugar, especially refined, causes rapid spikes and crashes in blood glucose levels, leading to brain inflammation, mental fog, memory loss, and even accelerated brain aging. Dr. Amen warns that prolonged sugar consumption is linked to several serious conditions, including depression, obesity, type 2 diabetes, Alzheimer's, and dementia. Studies indicate that individuals with high sugar diets face a greater risk of cognitive decline and exhibit symptoms of attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, ADHD. The white menace, as Dr. Amen calls sugar, profoundly affects the brain, creating dependency and negatively impacting mood, energy, and even logical thinking. Artificial sweeteners like aspartame and sucralose, often marketed as healthy sugar alternatives, also pose hidden dangers. They alter brain chemistry and affect neurotransmitters like dopamine, which is responsible for feelings of pleasure and well-being. These sweeteners are associated with increased anxiety, migraines, and even depression, as well as disrupting the gut microbiota, potentially harming the immune system and raising the risk of neurological and metabolic problems. Research shows that these additives not only fail to reduce appetite but paradoxically increase cravings for high-calorie, sugary foods. Dr. Amen advises drastically reducing sugar and artificial sweeteners, replacing them with natural options like honey, fresh fruits, and spices like cinnamon, which add sweetness without harming the body. Mindful consumption of whole fiber-rich foods helps stabilize blood glucose levels, promoting stronger brain health and a more balanced mental state. Avoiding sugar and artificial sweeteners and opting for a more natural, balanced diet positively impacts cognitive function, enhances mood, and preserves brain longevity. 5. Processed and ultra-processed foods. Processed and ultra-processed foods pose one of the greatest risks to brain and metabolic health. These products are often loaded with chemical additives, preservatives, colorings, and large amounts of sodium and sugar, which enhance durability and flavor but can seriously harm the body. Dr. Daniel A. Men warns that these foods not only compromise overall health but also directly impact brain function and longevity. One of the most critical issues with ultra-processed foods is their high content of trans and saturated fats, found in items like chips, cookies, fast food, and ready-made meals. These fats increase inflammation and promote plaque formation in the arteries, restricting blood flow to the brain. Reduced cerebral blood flow is associated with an increased risk of dementia, Alzheimer's, and other neurological disorders. Additionally, a diet high in ultra-processed foods is linked to weight gain, obesity, and metabolic syndrome, conditions that globally affect both the brain and body. Another concerning factor is the artificial preservatives and nitrates often used to extend the shelf life of processed meats such as bacon, sausages, and deli meats. When metabolized, these compounds can generate toxic substances, raising the risk of colorectal cancer and being classified as carcinogenic by the World Health Organization, WHO. Research shows that consuming processed meat can elevate cancer risk by up to 42%, making these foods a tangible threat to health. Ultra-processed foods are also low in essential nutrients like vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, which are necessary for the optimal functioning of the brain and body. This nutrient deficiency can lead to cognitive decline, memory issues, and emotional instability, as well as weaken the immune system. Many individuals who consistently consume ultra-processed foods experience fatigue, lack of concentration, and mental decline. Dr. A. Men recommends that to preserve brain health, the best choice is to opt for natural and whole foods, such as fresh fruits, vegetables, legumes, and lean protein sources. These foods provide the necessary nutrients for proper brain function, stabilize energy levels, and reduce inflammation. Replacing ultra-processed foods with fresh, non-industrialized options enables a healthier lifestyle and greater brain longevity. As we come to the end of this video, if you've made it this far, it's clear that you truly want to transform your health and protect your brain from the harmful effects of poor eating habits. By avoiding trans fats, sugar, and artificial sweeteners, controlling sodium intake, and, of course, reducing alcohol and ultra-processed foods, you are taking concrete steps toward a healthier life and a stronger mind. Remember, the health of your brain affects all areas of your life, from memory and focus to your mood and decision-making abilities. Small changes in your diet can protect your mental and physical health, promoting active and balanced longevity. Now, the decision is in your hands. How about applying this knowledge to your daily routine and seeing the difference it can make? Feel free to share this video with your loved ones and continue following the channel for more insights. If you enjoyed this video and want to keep getting essential tips for a healthier life, you know what to do. Give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any upcoming content. This really helps us spread the message and grow our health and wellness community. We're counting on you.